Hey, good morning. So in our last video, we learned how to do a slip knot and we learned how to chain. So today we're going to learn how to single crochet in that chain, okay? So of course what you're going to need is you're going to need your crochet hook and you're going to need your yarn. So now remember, use a crochet hook that goes with the yarn that you're using. So if you're using a more like a bulkier yarn, you're going to want to use preferably a larger crochet hook. And if you're using like a thinner yarn, you're going to want to use a thinner crochet hook. Now I have my yarn here. I picked this up the other day. This one is multicolored. So what I did was I went ahead and I did a chain long enough for me to get to the colors that are lighter because it's easier for me to show you. Now you want to go ahead and chain, but make your chains pretty loose because if it's your first time crocheting, you want to go ahead and get the hang of it down of how to do it. So we're going to work with a loose chain here, so it's not too tight. All right. So yeah, so go ahead and do your chain, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so we have our chain here, and if you look at your chain, this is the stitch that the crochet hook is in, of course. Okay, and there's two parts to your stitches. So you have this one and you have this one. Okay, so for the beginning, for starting out in this row, what we're going to do is we're only going to work in these the back side to these stitches, okay? So let me turn around here so I can show you from a better angle. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to work in this back side of these stitches. So here we have the first stitch from the hook here. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert our crochet hook into that stitch. We're going to wrap the yarn over. We're going to pull it back through. We're going to wrap the yarn over, and we're going to pull through those two loops that's on the hook. Okay? And we're just going to go ahead and do that all the way down the chain. So this next one, we're going to insert our hook, wrap the yarn over, pull back through, wrap the yarn over, and pull through those two loops on the hook. Okay, and that's just basically how you're going to start this off. You're going to go ahead and continue that all the way down. So inserting your hook into the next stitch loop over, wrapping the yarn over the hook, pulling through. So if you see here, I'm going to the next one. Wrap the yarn over, pull it through, wrap the yarn over, and pull through. Okay. All right. Now, once you get to the end of your chain, what you're going to do is you're going to chain one. So chain one is basically you're just wrapping the yarn over and pulling through that loop that's on the hook. After you did that, you're going to want to turn your work. Okay, so it looks like that. Now what we're going to do is if you look at the top, okay, you see those two doubles. So it's two sides to each of the stitches. All right, so you're going to be working underneath them, okay? You're going to be working underneath there. So if you look at the top, you have two sides. And then if you turn to the side, you see you can that opening underneath both of those. That's where you're going to work your crochet hook into, okay? So you're going to go ahead, put your crochet hook into the hole. You're going to wrap the yarn over, pull back through the hole. You still have those two loops on your hook. You're going to wrap the yarn over and pull through those two loops on the hook, okay? You're going to go ahead and work into the next one. So again, you have your two sides to the stitch at the top. If you turn it to the side, you see that hole that's underneath them. That's what you're going to work through. Okay, so you're going to insert your hook into that hole, wrap the yarn over, and pull through. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and you're going to do that all the way down. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and do that all the way down the chain. All right, so we worked all the way down to our to the end of our chain. So what we're going to do, of course, is we're going to chain one. So chain one and then turn. And you're basically going to continue that process back and forth, back and forth. So you're just going to practice that back and forth, okay? So again, the 2 stitches at the top, and if you turn to the side, you see that opening here, and that's where your crochet hook is going to go into. Pick up the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops on the hook. And that's basically how you do your single crochet.